Well, hello there, Mr. Wayne. It is a real pleasure to have you at our establishment. Go ahead and have a seat, make yourself comfortable. We're going to get you taken care of and get you looking spick and span in no time at all. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get this water heated up in the background here. You know, Mr. Wayne, men of your caliber, it is somewhat unusual to see you coming into our humble barber shop, but you know what? We aim to please, and we're going to get you all taken care of. Now, as my recommendation to you, sir, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get you nice and wrapped up here in one of our warm towels. Now that we've got that water good and warm, going to soak this in here, sir. And we're just going to wrap this around. We're just going to wrap that around. Get that all good and around your face. How's that feel, sir? Good and warm, is it not? Well, it's a service that I always provide to my patrons who come to see me, and we're going to make sure that you get the perfect shave and a haircut here at Gotham Central. Now, what I like to do is let that soak in for a little bit, sir. Go ahead and let that soak in, and it's going to get those tough beard follicles nice and softened so that we can get you the perfect shave. Now, Mr. Wayne, while I, of course, am deeply honored for you coming into my establishment, I do have to ask, what brings you down to this part of town? I mean, most gentlemen of your stature, I must say, do not normally come down to Crime Alley. Well, certainly, sir. Well, we appreciate your business, and I'm going to make sure you get taken good care of. Should be just starting to soak in now, just starting to feel that all over your face. This feels mighty fine, sir. Well, I'm going to get that started here. And we're just going to get that spread all around. Got the perfect. Got the shaving cream here, sir. Just going to spread that around, very good, very good. Now, sir, if you will just remain still for me, we are going to get that nice and clean. Now, okay, if you could lean back just a little bit for me, Mr. Wayne. Very nice, very nice. Now, been hearing about the news lately, Mr. Wayne. Well, I know in your big tower working about with Wayne Industries, I'm sure you don't have time for these little bits and bobs that go on in the street, but there's been some strange goings on in this area. I don't know if you've heard, but there's been talk in the paper, if you can believe that one reporter, you know that lady reporter that they let write articles? Isn't that strange? Yes, it's, she was saying, what is her name? Miss Vale, yes, Miss Vicky Vale was saying that there was an alligator man seen in the sewers. Have you ever heard of such a crazy thing in your entire life? What in the world is this world coming to? Well, I think it was down on 42nd Street, sir. 42nd Street, right near that old abandoned fisheries near the dock is where they supposedly saw this strange alligator man climbing into the sewers. And that's what it said in the papers anyway. Why they let a woman write in the newspaper is beyond me, sir. Can you imagine such a thing? Yes, I'm paying more attention to what's going on overseas. I'm a little bit long in the tooth, if you understand, for serving in the military, but if what seems to be correct is correct, we may be having some words with a few people over in Europe before too long. But I'm sure that it will all work out just fine. All right, now if you could lean back just a little bit more, sir. I'm going to get the rest of that chin. I'm going to get you nice and shaved, looking spick and span. Very nice, very nice. Very good, very good. Sir, you are in exceptional shape, but I must say you've got a few scars on your neck there. You Are you all right? A tree? You fell out of a tree when you were a child? Well, I tell you, Mr. Wayne, that must be one gosh darn big tree you fell out of. You must have had quite an experience. Well, Mr. Wayne, if you would do me a favor, and we're just going to turn you around. We're just going to turn you around. And I'm going to get started here, sir. If you'll forgive me for a moment while I get my instruments. All right, sir, let's get to work here. Let's see. You want just the usual cut here, Mr. Wayne? All right, we're just going to take a little off the top here. My goodness gracious, I wish that I had your hair, sir. You are clearly blessed with fantastic genetics. Yes, sir, you were asking me about the goings-on in the local establishments. Well, to be honest, sir, there was a bit of a kerfuffle recently. There was a new lounge that's been opening up. It's called the Iceberg or some such. Have you heard of it? Yes, sir. Just going to get in there a little bit more. And this rather rotund gentleman, I believe his name is Oswald. I don't know if you've heard of him. You've met? Oh, interesting. Well, there were reports of some somewhat shady goings on in the lounge, and well, sir, if I may be so bold, that there were rumors that someone had actually been killed there. The strangest rumors you hear from that part of town. It was actually sounded like that he had actually shot someone with his umbrella. And next thing you know, it sounds like something that Vicky Vale woman would be saying. It's just absolutely crazy. Got that there. Just going to trim the sides a little bit. Very good. Oh, yes, sir. There was talk at the state fair coming up that there was going to be a new exhibition. There was a new machine that they were coming out with. Of course, airplanes. We've had them for over 20 years now, but this is something new. I don't know if you've heard about it. Supposedly, it has the power to hover, in midair. Never heard of such a thing, but might be worth something to check out. Maybe your company could get part of it. I understand that that gentleman, Lucius Fox, is it? Says perhaps he could talk about it. Certainly well beyond my understanding. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do have a paper out there. Feel free to read that at your leisure. I believe that Miss Vale, she had another article that was talking about something else strange going on. There was this... That's what it was. A psychologist has gone missing from Arkham Asylum. Can you believe it? I've never heard of... there's all these fancy notions that are going on. I mean, you would think that we were living in strange times, that this psychologist is, much like Miss Vale, is actually a woman, if you can believe that. But she had been working with one of the inmates, and apparently the inmate and the psychologist all vanished at the same time. Of course, there's all sorts of rumors going about. No, I don't recall the name, but I do remember hearing that at least 2 of the staff security were actually killed when they were heading out. Something about rictus grins on their face. It was most disturbing, most disturbing. Well, I don't mean to talk out of turn, but since you seem to have an interest in local doings, one would almost think that you were here just to just to hear me blather on rather than get your hair cut. But I know, of course, that's not true. Well, I think just about got you taken care of, Mr. Wayne. I'm gonna turn this around here, hold up this mirror. What do you think, sir? You look spick and span. And I'm just going to get in here, wipe off those little hairs. There we go, there we go. Got you looking spick and span, sir. You look like $1 million. And of course, in your case, that's actually true, isn't it? Well, Mr. Wayne, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you are hanging out in these parts or heading down to the docks, do watch out for those alligator men. I'm kidding, of course, I'm kidding. But you do have a good day, sir. And one final thing. If you are out after dark, do watch out. There are rumors that I've been hearing from some of my coworkers of something that is truly terrifying. Oh, I don't want to speak out of turn, sir, but it seems there are rumors of some kind of bat.